Ball. No, left. Oh, wait, no, you're right.
No,
Right. Fuck. God, I'm so stupid. Welcome to the Drive Time Podcast. I'm Parker Brown.
And I'm Alfred Barnes.
And we are just got done at Zissimo's.
Yep.
Still thinking about the last podcast.
Still recovering.
To be honest with you. Very, very intense situation. My cardiologist tells me I need to avoid stressful situations.
Yeah.
Because he says I have the heart of an elephant in a regular man, a regular-sized man.
So it's a large heart.
It's a large, which isn't good. You'd think, I was like, Doc, thank you.
I can pump
Doc.
blood hella fast.
No, I was like, Doc, you know I'm an empath. And he's like, no, you literally have.
I have a big heart.
You have too big of a heart. It's been pumping too much. That's one thing I don't get. Okay, this is what makes medicine not true. Okay, if you're a runner, right, and you go out and you work your heart all the time,
healthy.
It's healthy. It doesn't get bigger. You know, that's good for you in quotes. But if you're just a fat guy and like walking upstairs puts strain on your heart, that makes your heart bigger for some. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, and that's why I think like medicine in general kind of has like a fat phobic bias to it.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing: is how many of the doctors that came up with medicine were fat?
Not a lot.
And that's why I think they have a certain bias. Yeah. Some of them were short.
They were like, what's my body type? Guess that's the best. Yep.
Ooh, and guess when they came up with that shit? In the 30s.
Yeah.
Back during the Great Depression when everybody couldn't afford a can of beans.
Or a can of bread.
They were giving soup out.
Yeah.
And then when this is peak health.
People still talk about soup kitchens because of them. There's no soup kitchens. There's not a single cup of soup.
Also, I didn't realize till I was older like why it's a soup kitchen is because soup is so easy to make.
Yeah. You just throw some shit in a pot.
You just throw some shit in a pot, cook it for like 10 minutes sometimes, and you're just like, oh, that's a soup. Or you make a gazpacho, you don't even have to cook it. That's why a lot of these soup kitchens, they make gazpacho.
Yeah,
And guess what? That's where the Gestapo came from.
Tying it in.
The government controlling your life.
Yep, they do
that. The
that.
food you eat.
They do that.
What you have. All right, the one thing we haven't talked about on this podcast is the double whammy. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news. Trump got indicted.
Yep, I heard about that.
And Andrew Tate got released from a Romanian
I heard
prison
about that too. It's a twofer.
At the same time.
Yep.
And this is the thing is, what does Andrew Tate know about Trump?
Yeah.
No one is talking about this. He obviously took a deal.
Yeah.
He took a deal. They use the same person that injects, testosterone into their body or whatever. And that's probably what it's going to be. They aren't going to get Trump on, some of these like small ticky-tacky charges like extortion or fraud. You know what I mean?
That's what they slap on any white guy that gets arrested.
They slap on any white guy that gets
Yeah.
I got a speeding ticket the other day. They're like,
extortion.
Do we need to add fraud onto this? Do we need to add misleading the shareholders into this? And of course they do that shit because they're gay.
Yep,
but
that's what I heard.
But what we need to know is what and how does Joe Rogan piece into this?
Yeah,
I feel like that's the missing puzzle piece between the Trump fans and the Andrew Tate fans and the general public. Joe Rogan has to play kind of like some part of a mouthpiece.
He's that question mark.
He's the question
between like the Neanderthals and modern man.
You think
that's
so?
Where he is in this whole thing.
Where does ice baths work into that though?
I think
have you seen this shit?
Yeah, that's the puddle they crawled out of.
I don't believe ice baths do anything for you. I'm sorry. There's all this shit like this one guy that keeps coming up on my fucking Instagram reels where he's
probably
like,
a liberal.
Ice. Well, no. Well, maybe I don't know.
Probably a Republican.
But he's just like, yeah, you take an ice bath once a day and like you're fucking dopamine levels go up, your cardiovascular health goes up. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what evolutionary trait could that be?
Yeah.
Like our ancestors were like, damn, when I'm cold, if I'm happy, I don't kill myself.
I'm pretty sure like just vasoconstricting your entire body will lead to more heart attacks at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Putting your body under vasoconstrictive stress.
Parker just learned that word today.
Yeah, maybe. It's from Vicks Vapo Rub that I learned that word. But because they have. Did you know this too? Vicks Vapo Rub has methamphetamine in it.
Good.
This is 100% true. The only difference is real methamphetamine is left-handed and Vicks Vapo Rub methamphetamine is right-handed.
Oh.
If that makes sense. They're literally just pointing in different directions. It's called chirality, but I don't want to get into that. But basically, it's just like literally like one points to the left. It gets you super fucking high. You know what I mean? Like you're literally on methamphetamine. And the other way is just like, well, we'll gently open your lungs a little bit, you know? Man, I feel like this is just the Parker Rambling podcast, but I'm down to ramble more if you want.
Yeah, you're a real
Been
fiend
looking
with the
into
rambling.
Epstein recently.
Oh, great.
I've been looking into Pizzagate. You know about Pizzagate?
Yeah, the fucking sex scandal.
This is my take on Pizzagate, okay? One, stop trying to cancel pizza. First of all, Italian people have gone through enough.
Yeah.
They've been criminalized as mobsters.
Yeah.
Good at soccer, which is also bad, and and what else? And good at cooking. I mean, stop people say on like Black Twitter, they're like, stop feminizing black men. You know what I mean? Stop feminizing Italian men.
Yep.
How about that? They're good at cooking. They're passionate.
They do make a good sauce.
They make a good sauce. These are traits of a woman.
Oh, God.
These are not manly traits. Oh, they're good at sex? Traits of a woman. Traits of a woman. They have good skin? Traits of a fucking woman, people. Do I have to spell it out for you?
I want to see some fucking acne scars on my Italian man.
Italiana.
Wait.
Italiana. That's what the fuck it spells.
Yep.
The fucking Rudy Giuliani. He's out here trying to feminize your fucking Italian. All right, this has gone off the rails, and I apologize. I apologize.
So you were on the Laugh Finder podcast recently.
Can we have a clip of me just rambling for 25 minutes?
That's what
absolutely
this podcast is.
That's literally what it is. Yes. Okay. So I was on the Laugh Finder podcast. Literally, pretty much all of our favorite people.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of our favorite people. It's Eric Woodworth, Tommy Sambazo. It's Brian Preston. Yep. It's all of our favorites are on there, and it's a ton of fun. Yeah,
Parker was a featured guest. He's returning.
I was featured guest last week. I think they wait 2 weeks to put out every episode. I'm not sure about that, so I don't think it'll be up for a little bit.
See, this
will probably come out before.
That's where they're screwing up. Parker and I are 2 episodes a week.
2 episodes a week.
We go quantity over quality, baby.
And it's definitely not a constant struggle to find availability.
Nope.
For us to do it when we're at the point in whatever. We don't gotta when we're planning a wedding and trying to get a promotion at our jobs. There's definitely no stress involved.
It's definitely not me being like, hey, I think tonight's gonna be the only night we can do it. Do you have 17 minutes to spare to do a podcast?
It's like 17 minutes. What do I gotta have sex with the podcast?
Oh,
right now?
8 times.
Oh, 8 times. Jesus.
Also, people,
but also accurate.
Yeah, there are murmurings that Parker and I might be roast battling each other.
Roast battle.
Our buddies Jeff King and Mert Wolf.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried to think of some roast for you tonight after that it got announced.
Yeah.
Had trouble. I'm not gonna lie.
I was starting to stew on it.
I don't got anything yet.
I don't want to do any. I don't want to do any short jokes for you.
Oh, wrong way. Oh baby.
We made it. God damn, I'm smooth as a motherfucker.
Dude, see, because you've been hit by You've been hit by a smooth pedophile.
A street general. Did you say smooth pedophile?
Yeah. I think that would be a way better
yeah.
kind of premise for a song.
Especially for Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Again.
As he's sucking little...
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Street racing. Like, legit. Oh, shit. They're like legit street racing. Oh, it's 3 of them.
Oh, God.
It's 3 of them.
That was a strong sound.
Is there going to be a 4th coming?
Nope.
That guy was like screeching his wheels like he fucking oversteered or some shit too, which sucks. But hold on, what were we talking about? Laugh Finder podcast.
Yeah.
Some of our favorites on there.
We were also talking about the roast battle show.
Oh yeah, my bad. Roast battle. I'm having a hard time coming up with roast for Al, which generally isn't a good sign. Normally, people that I'm good at roasting, I can come up with like a couple.
Yeah.
Like real quick. So I don't know. You'll probably beat me, but I'm excited for that. I think me and you are like 2 perfect people for a roast battle. We like each other a lot. We know a lot about each other, and we're not afraid to get mean. And that's literally the perfect formula for a roast battle.
Yeah.
It's not 2 people that hate each other because it gets too personal. It's not 2 people that like each other, but like too much. I don't mean too much, but like. That are like each other but will pull punches. The best is it's people that, it's not going to change anything in the relationship.
Yeah.
But they also like know a ton about each other.
I'll just tell you in advance, I'm not doing that thing like when they do like celebrity roast and they end it where they're like, look, we really love you.
Oh, of course not.
Not doing that.
If you did that, I would fucking make fun of you.
I would then lose the roast.
Yeah. That's fucking, not
whack.
That's not the Andrew Tate lifestyle that we're trying to live.
We are fucking
just bought his courses, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Best $7,000 I've ever spent.
Oh, you got it for $7,000? I didn't know they were doing a Groupon.
Best $8,000. All I have to do is find 19 more Romanian women to be my like sex slaves.
Oh, Romanian
and then,
broads.
I'm right now. I'm at 0 sex slaves. Right.
Not enough.
But all I have to do is get to 18 from 0. And I'll be making $30,000 a year. And what I can do with that is then turn that $30,000 into another 18 Romanian
exponential
sex slaves. And what they call that in the industry is hustling. You know what I mean?
Grinding.
I'm on that, 'cause just like we're comedians, we're grinding.
Yeah, we're grinding.
Grinding is like the dumbest shit ever. Like. Anybody that sincerely says, I'm grinding, like, like they're not, and B, they need to quit stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
A lot of people need to quit stand-up comedy.
Yeah, probably us, but...
Probably us. It's the thing is that we've been doing it for a little bit, and like...
Yeah, we're in too deep.
And I'm trying to keep... all those thoughts in my head
instead of going under, 'cause I'm in too deep
and I'm trying to keep. Dude, we get singing. We get singing when we've had a brewski or 2.
Yeah, a single
Not
drink.
too many. A single drink.
A responsible amount.
Get in your left. One left.
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
You fucking had to fucking... I criticize you driving. I can't.
Well, that's because I'm used to driving back to my house from Zissimo. Because we don't often.
You also drove back the wrong way to go to your. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind.
I live up north. I'm a northerner.
It's funny because I tried to get you to go back to my house.
Yeah.
And you tried to go back to your house.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe we just shouldn't do this anymore. No. Okay. So back to Laugh Finder. Laugh Finder is very fun. It's Pathfinder 2nd edition. It's Dorian Gray as well. Very funny. And Ben, I don't know his last name.
He's funny though.
And Aaron, I think, is the last guy who I like a lot too.
Yeah, Aaron.
He's like a radio guy.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool people. And I don't know. I feel like me and you have kind of looked up to Eric and Tommy as kind of.
I mean, that's,
like
that's us in a decade.
That's us in a decade.
Yeah.
Is I can kind of play the guitar a little bit. They started a band.
Yeah.
It's literally going to be, that literally could easily be us in a decade. Not to take away from them at all, but like that relationship,
Yeah,
and the boys, because they're kind of a package deal, and
and we're a deal with 2 packages. You know what I'm fucking saying? 2 fucking hogs.
And
on
also,
us.
if I could just get on Tommy's vest game, you know what I mean?
No, that's the battle vest thing.
He's got a wicked flare and vest game that I need to
see.
get.
But I'm more in the metal scene, which is where that vest comes from. So I feel like if either of us
Metal got the vest.
Yeah, metal and punk. That's the battle vest.
Well, I feel like I'm fatter too, so I probably am better to be Eric. You know what I mean? No, I hope they don't listen to this, but
I don't think they would.
I'd be Eric. I played rugby. Eric played rugby.
You
all
did?
Right,
You
all right.
played-
This is lining up.
Wait, you
This
played
is lining-
rugby?
Yeah, in high school.
Word?
4 years. I was a captain of the rugby
No, you
team my
weren't.
senior
That's
year.
a fucking lie.
Yeah, 100%. I was captain of the rugby team my senior year.
You
I
know
was
Parker
also
went to
captain-
an all-boys school.
Yeah, I did go to an all boys school. I went to Cranbrook. That's a private school.
What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed?
Oh. It is like just hilarious listening to that shit and like how good that movie was. It is a good movie.
8 Mile's a great movie.
And then like later Eminem is just like sitting in a Porsche while I'm hot for course you're getting out of you know, it's just like this isn't a new take, but just like he went from being like this incredibly, I don't know, ear to the ground, like white rapper that was still like kind of a part of the culture of rap, to just like being this like lyricist that was devoid of reality in some sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I still think like the first 3 Eminem albums are some of the best rap albums of all time.
For sure.
Is it because I'm a white guy? Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
well, he's doing it for the culture. Our
Listen.
culture. White culture.
Okay, I don't agree with that at all.
You don't think he's doing it for the white culture?
Shut. Not on the podcast.
Oh, right.
Not on the
Yeah, we got to keep it on the DL.
We talk about this after the podcast.
After the podcast.
Just like how we talk about how Jeremy Lin is the most respectable NBA player.
Yep.
He has respect.
Respect.
But we talk about it
After
off
the podcast.
after the
Off the
podcast.
podcast, yeah.
Don't talk about it on the podcast.
I forgot that sacred drive time policy.
All right. Well, we just
Little
got
quick one.
little quick one, but
Little-
we'll post them.
We'll
They count.
post them. They count. Yeah. Whatever
Uh,
we do, that's what you listen to. That's the drive time policy.
Whatever we do, that's what you listen to.
Yep.
It's a great tagline.
Sorry,
All right.
guys.
But
But I don't really know what we talked about this podcast. 'Cause
It's just me rambling.
it's Parker ranting and me trying to focus on the road. So, whatever. This is the Drive Time
Hell yeah.
Podcast, baby. It is what it is. Sorry, nobody tried to fucking assault us on this drive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that episode of the drive home because I don't know what the fuck that was all about. But
I think that might be our best episode. It's just us
'cause
getting.
It was us having like a normal conversation and then just like violently like being like, bitch.
And listen, like I feel like in most parts of America, this is gonna sound weird. I feel like in most parts of America, if you're like, oh, I got into an altercation with a guy and I was afraid I was gonna like get shot, like you're like overreacting.
Yeah.
But we were in Baltimore and like the window tint. I gotta tell you,
I think
it was very dark.
I think window tint is indicative of criminal activity. I'll say it. I'll say that.
How dare you?
I know it's a hot take.
But
What are you hiding?
what are you hiding? All right. I think that's the podcast.
All right.
So, very fun.
Goodbye.
Hope you all have a good night. We're gonna release one soon where it's just me ranting,
Yeah.
like with a couple drinks in me for like I think we're gonna go for the length of Return of the King.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll
Director's
call it
cut.
Parker's Backseat Podcast.
Parker's Backseat Podcast. All right. You all have a good one. Peace.
Goodbye.